report in Germany this morning says the co-pilot who deliberately crashed a passenger jet lied to doctors about his flying. Airline regulators there are now calling for big changes. Alan Pizzey is in Haltern, Germany. That's where a high school lost 18 students in last week's crash. Alan, good morning.
Good morning. German authorities announced today they're setting up a task force of aviation and medical experts to look into new safety procedures, including cockpit door locking systems and profiles to detect psychological problems in flight crews. It's not supposed to be this way, but increasingly the story of what Andreas Lubitz did is being played out in public. A German newspaper is flaunting the secrecy laws that help the co-pilot hide his problems from his employers and doctors. Citing investigators as its source, the tabloid Bild reported today that Lubitz told doctors he was a pilot, but apparently deceived them into believing he wasn't working. Lubitz had a serious eye problem and was also on a medication to counter depression and panic attacks, as well as a sedative, Bild reported. Now that all the obvious human remains have been found, the work of hauling the wreckage off the steep mountainside is picking up pace. The task of identifying victims is more painstaking. Investigators hope to have isolated the DNA of all 150 victims by the end of the week, but forensics experts warn that it will be months before all the remains can be identified and returned to their families. 6 teenage students and 2 teachers were remembered at a memorial service in their hometown of Haltern. This is a place that describes itself as paralyzed by grief. Standing in the silent crowd outside the packed church, in weather that over the hour-long service ranged from sunshine to rain to sleet, it seemed to this reporter to be no exaggeration. The forensic lab that's identifying remains said they won't be releasing any names until they're satisfied they've done everything they can. The idea is not to add to families' grief by eking out the details. Charlie?
Alan Pizzey in Haltern, Germany, thanks.